I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I was discussing with my wife yesterday, and I found out that when I was 35 years old, I was the leader of the Men's Fellowship of Church of God Mission International in the whole of Imo and Abia states. And I was instrumental in establishing the Men's Fellowship in different parts of Imo and Abia states. And we were reflecting at 35 and she was 33, we had built a house, we had bought cars, we had had 3 children, we were practicing medicine, we were taking care of our parents from very, very meager resources. Now, I found out that growth, development, wealth, excellence stems from inside you. You grow from inside. Plants, a coconut grows from inside. A palm tree grows from inside. Now, the reason if you dig through a palm tree, it will not die. If you carve around it, it will not die. The growth of a palm tree is from inside, that thing inside. Plantain, the same thing, they grow from inside. And the Bible says the righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. The schools you would attend will nourish the deposit inside you. The books you will read will fertilize the deposit inside you. The environment you live in will supply the nutrients and the water to flourish the deposit inside you. Most times, what you get from outside hardly change you or help you unless you grow from inside. I was watching the video of somebody who won a lottery and after some years was broke. I've known international sportsmen who earned a lot of money like Mike Tyson, yes. After some years, he became broke. Several people who earned a lot of money became broke because wealth, the spirit of wealth and management of wealth was not inside. The wealth came from outside. So, as if you're a rich man and you have children, you must inculcate that spirit inside them. Groom that spirit inside them. Send them to schools where they can be fertilized. Expose them to mentors and environments where they can be stimulated. That's why I sent my children to Europe very early. When they were in Europe, I sent them to the United States, to Massachusetts, very early. One of them went there when he was 17 to go and work, 17 or 18 to go and work. He had never been to America. He went there himself and took care of himself before his brother joined him. So that's the way people develop. You give them the right environment, you give them the right stimulus, but you must cultivate that spirit inside them. And you must cultivate that spirit. I've really not had much in life, but I have that spirit. As at that 35, I'd had 3 children. So who is your problem? Africa can never develop with IMF, with World Bank prescriptions. Africa has to choose to develop from inside Africa. We have to formulate our own policies, our own economic blueprints, our own indices of development. In Nepal, they don't describe themselves with GDP. They measure governance by happiness index. There are parameters they've written down, and then you question people, happiness index, because the GDP of a nation can be very high based on minerals they extract, they export oil and other things, and they now divide the per capita income from the mass wealth over the population. And you can see at one time during Goodluck Jonathan, the economy was growing very fast, but the income of the people did not really grow as much. But it is far, far better than what we are having with Tinubu's Tubu economic policies. So recently, I heard that they want to buy 200 SUVs, foreign-made SUVs, with billions of naira. What do you need SUVs for now in governance? Billions. Why don't you buy Nigerian-made vehicles? Even if you don't like Innocent because it's an Igbo man, there are Yoruba people producing cars in Lagos, in the West. Why don't you buy from them? Let's conserve the foreign exchange. We cannot develop in Africa even with Christianity alone. There are core African principles that have helped us as people. This Ubuntu, when all of our unity as a group, one person progresses, all of us progress. If we don't imbibe it, the American economy is a heartless economy. That's why you have a lot of homeless people with a lot of wealth. You can hardly be homeless in Africa. There is somebody, a relative, that will take you in. When I went overseas, if they are eating, they don't know whether you are there. They eat their meal. They don't care about you. In Africa, when you put a meal on the table, you will say, come and join me. That's our nature. We have a buffer system. Africa can only develop when we start generating original economic ideas, original educational policies, original political frameworks, and all that. Even justice system. If not, we will remain backward. Your future is in your hands. It's inside you. So jealously guard your heart. Out of it spring the issues of life. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Remember, I have an online seminar coming up on the 7th and on the 8th of June. You can register when you send a message to me on +234 7052136763. You will join the masterclass. And I have properties for sale. And I have lots of books you can order that will send to you by DHL. Send a message to the same number, +234 7052136763. God bless you.